of the reasons that I see a lot of these cartoon companies and cartoon production companies and cartoon distributors giving for not having more LGBTQIAP characters in their roster, well, it's programming for children. We need to think of the children. We don't want to put such serious political messages in our cartoons. We want to keep it kid-friendly. That is a euphemism for we are homophobic and we don't want to put gay people in our cartoons because we're thinking of the children. News flash, you ignorant sh**. There are little boys right now who are wondering, I wonder why I like Bobby instead of Susie. There are little girls right now who are thinking, I wonder why I like Susie instead of Bobby. The main problem is that instantly, anytime there's a relationship that is not boy-girl, it's sexual. Clearly forgetting sex, okay, the actual act of sex does not have to be a factor. And many times, it's not a factor. I mean, you know, where did this perception come from? Listen, if you're looking at two cartoon characters that are the same gender holding hands and you automatically think there's some sexual agenda, maybe that's your own ignorance and, I don't know, homophobia projecting onto cartoon characters. Did you ever think about that? I wish I would have seen more characters that represented what I was feeling as a 12-year-old, as an 11-year-old, wondering, why do I find that girl really, really pretty? I don't understand. Obviously, as an 11-year-old, I wasn't thinking about boning, okay? Having more same-sex characters that show a propensity for being together more often than friends should be can make a world of difference to kids who are wondering what the fuck is going on up here. Well, you know, they don't show it in cartoons or anything like that, so maybe I'm the one that's wrong. And that's absolutely not the idea we should be giving to kids. If you're a homophobic piece of parent, that is your homophobia being projected onto your child's future. What happens if your daughter or your son or your agender child shows up at your door one day with their same-sex partner saying, hey mom, I want you to meet my blank? We know what happens. A lot of these kids get kicked out of their houses because we're not educating. They raise these confused, scared children who are afraid to even bother speaking out about their sexualities for fear that they're gonna get kicked out or hit or beaten or worse, killed. How many stories have we heard about parents actually physically hurting their kids to the point that they kill them for coming out as gay? Education has to start with kids. It has to start with the children as early as we can make it. Some people know from the time they're 4 that there's something different about them. Not wrong, different. This whole kid-friendly excuse is exactly that. It is excuse. There is absolutely no need to make any kind of same-sex relationship between two characters in a cartoon sexual in any way. It is entirely possible to show a girl and a girl holding hands, hugging each other, and showing that there is something deeper than just a normal, everyday, regular girl friendship between them. And that is a powerful message because it gives children validation for their feelings. It gives children the idea, the notion that they are just fine, that there's nothing wrong with them. But we are moving into a new era. It is time to wake the up. Time to wake the up. You will be left behind in the dust if you do not progress. Wake the up. You no longer have any more excuses. Same-sex marriage is legal in all 50 states. You no longer have a excuse. This has now become national news. And parents will be teaching their kids. Kids will learn from their friends at schools. Kids will learn about it on the internet through Tumblr and Twitter and Facebook. You can no longer keep this bottled up. It is too late. It is time to get rid of this excuse that you're making your cartoons kid friendly. Done. Get rid of this excuse. You! We deserve to be represented just as much as anybody else. Oh, but I don't want gay people in my... This was never just your popular media genre. This was ours too. But most importantly of all, we need to get children educated. We need to reach the children first because they are our future, okay? I don't want the same thing that happened to us to happen to the kids of this future, okay? We need to do better for the kids of our future. All of us. All of us, okay? Around my age range and younger, we need to fight for better representation in games and movies and cartoons. Stop using the kid-friendly excuse, or you're going to be left in the dust. I promise you that. I promise you that you're going to be left in the dust, because there's going to be a day when kid-friendly is just not going to cut it, and every single person on this planet is going to see your for what it is. Get with the times. The time to use that excuse is dead. It's over. Time to evolve. And that's all I have to say about that, honestly. But you can tell, I was pissed. I know I was pissed. And I deserve to be pissed because it's bullshit. It's bullshit. But I have nothing else to say on the matter, so I'm going to end the video on that. If you enjoyed the video, thank you. And I hope that you'll hit the little like button because it really does help. And subscribe for future uploads. If you've got any questions or comments, please put them down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah! See ya.